Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Loading Artist comic stream. How is everyone doing this week? Hello. Earlier than usual. In fact, some might say I'm like 55 minutes early. Because the daylight savings has done something. Something's done differently in New Zealand. Something changed, unbeknownst to me. It took me by surprise. It gave me a bit of a shock when I looked at the clock on my car dashboard. And I realized, like, wait a second, is it, what time is this? And to be honest, I still have time zones and time and daylight savings is something I can never get my head around. I don't know. I still don't know. Why is it so, I swear to God, the sun was beaming just before, and now it's gone away, and now it's like all dark again. Hold on. Let me turn this up, and turn this down. Okay, that's better. Oh, geez. So yeah, what is it? So it's like, I woke up, and I thought it was way later than it was, but actually, I woke up on time when daylight savings kicked in, or out, or whatever. And it was it was funny because I thought I woke up late, and I thought, ooh, I got extra sleep. I feel refreshed. Nice, nice. I got to sleep in a little bit. I feel refreshed. And then a little bit later, I realized, oh wait, hold on, daylight savings. It's actually an hour earlier than it says on the clock. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't actually get an extra hour of sleep, and then suddenly I felt tired, just like that. Placebo. Plus sleep blow. Plus sleep. Placebo. Plus sleep blow. Something. I don't know. But anyways, yes, we're getting into the daylight savings times, which works a lot better for a lot of people, because usually I'm starting the stream at like midnight for some of you. So now I'm starting the stream at like 11 p.m. for some of you, so that's good. And then when your daylight savings kicks in or out or whatever, then it's going to be another hour earlier. Oh, I think we might have a guest appearance coming in a second. But first of all, hey, Yoyoto, Tofu, Stroik, hello, hello, Super Tux, hello, hello. We also have Fenzi, welcome back. Mrs. Muffin, hello, hello. Hey, Ray Love from up above, hello, welcome to the stream. In fact, let me unpause the alerts for a second. Hold on. Cap Nuss with the 15-month resub. Hey, Captain Nuss, thank you very much. Welcome back, Captain Nuss. Good to see ya. And Rocky91, welcome back as well. And I do like the channel, welcome back. And Rarin. Speaking of Rarin, I'm laying in bed a little sick, so I'm just gonna hang out and chill. Hope your all's day been going well. Oh dear, shouldn't be anything too bad to get over, but it definitely took me out today. Sorry to hear that, Rarin, but hey, hope you get some good rest. Hope you get good rest, drink plenty of fluids, and yeah, sure you'll be back on your feet in no time. Take all the time you need. And also, Stephen Alexi, hello, hello.
When this gets yanked out, oh god, it's so painful.
Also, hey, Stephen Alexi, yes, hello. And Dry Race Girl, welcome back. Hope you're feeling better as well. Riga Mox, hello. Hebe Wagons, hello, welcome back. Oh, hold on. Hey, come here. Come here. Oh my god. Look who we have. Look who we got back on stream. It's Copy. Copy, this is the Copy, hello. Say hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Look how big she's gotten. Well, she's about the same size as she was 2 weeks ago, but oh, look at this. Looks just as evil as always, but that's just her resting face. She's actually very, very, very happy. Super smoochy, actually. She's been more smoochy than she was before she went to the farm. I guess to try and, stay on my good side. So a lot of cuddles every now and then. Very sweet. Pace is here as well, but Pace is taking a nap somewhere, I think. I think he's in the kitchen, keeping an eye on his bowl. But yes, cats are back. And hey, Gritzkoff. Hello, welcome back. Hippie Wagons. Random question. Wasn't there a game I gave you a free key for that you haven't played yet? I know I gave you codes for and played Enter the Gungeon and the Final Station. Wasn't there a third game I wanted you to play or give you a key for? Yeah, there have been a few games that were gifted that I have not gotten around to. Let's see, I have a list of it somewhere. Here they are. Let's see here. Uh-oh, I gotta keep an eye on this. The window is open a little bit. I've gotten used to no cat times, so I have had the window nice and open, breezy, easy breezy, and now she's Christ. Hold on. Oh my god. So much for a nice breeze. Let's see here. I do remember there was a third game that you mentioned, but I don't think you ended up gifting me the code for it. At least I don't have it written down here anyways. Got Day of the Tentacle by Super Tux, Remember Me by Coda Des, Crypt of Necrodancet, Psychorius, Garfield Kart 2, Gorgoa, Outer Wilds by Kotori15, and Bee Simulator. Death's Door, thanks to Camjo. Although these aren't all like games that were like, hey, give me this game and I'll stream it. This is more like just gifts from people that I've kept the names down just so I remember who gifted me what. So if we ended up streaming something like that, I could definitely say the credit as to who gave us the game in the first place. What are you doing? Such a bee. You're such a bee. What? Yeah, we're gonna be doing like a 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off sort of thing, I think, with the cats. Because you can tell that she's itching to climb a tree or something. Look at this. Hey, wait. My God. My God, it's chaos here. Absolute chaos. Let's see here. No, the sun's back. Jesus Christ. Hopefully it's not too bright. Okay. Looks like she lost some chub. She might have gotten a little skinnier. But they probably didn't eat very much at the farm. Even though we gave my parents like the normal food that they eat. But a little skittish. Yeah, I think Coffee definitely lost a bit of weight. Paste, on the other hand, did not. From what I could feel from the weight anyway. Also, hey Detonator, welcome back. Did I have fun at the farm? Yes and no. Yes and no. They definitely had some fun for sure. There's like a big shed that they could explore, and it's just like my parents have like a million different things in that shed. So all the different smells and sights and smells. I'm sure was interesting. My mom kept sending me updates, photographic updates as well, and then when I'd visit, we'd take them out on the leashes around the garden and house and stuff. I think next time, I think they're ready for no leash. I think. Hopefully they don't just immediately bolt and run for the hills, but run back in the direction of the city. But I think they might be ready for no leashes. Yeah. I mean, they definitely know like where their beds are and stuff now, you know. So I don't think they would just bolt. Ollie991, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm missing some chat here. Quiet Artist as well. Hello. Bardcrest just gotta have surgery. Oh dear, surgery? Well, I hope it wasn't anything too serious. But welcome back. Glad you survived. Baby Wagons. Just trying to remember if there was a third one. Any of these games ring a bell? My friend Pedro, Spiritfarer, Carrion, West of Loathing, Westerado, Double Barreled. I remember West of, I think you mentioned West of Loathing, but I don't think. Hold on, let me just check my Steam. Let's see here. The West of Loathing does sound familiar. Is that that black and white game? Mm-mm-mm. What's this? Oh yeah, also hold on. Hold on. Also, see, but I got like 4 friend requests recently. I don't know. Are these some of you guys? Hold on. 4 friend requests. Okay, I got someone called Cesar Bonato, Nicola, April Embers, and Simple with a 1. That can't be the actual Simple, can it? Isn't that like a famous esports gamer guy? Like I keep hearing the cat's meow, but every time I hear that meow, my heart drops a little bit. I'm like, oh god, what is she about to do now? Oh, there she is. What are you doing? Wait, are you just doxing people? Yeah. Whoops. I was doing a brief Steam name of them. I don't know. What is it? This is the first time I'm streaming with the cats again. And she is all unsure as to like why I'm not giving her all my undivided attention. Let's see here. But hey, Cortaji, what's up? Welcome back. How are you doing? How are you today? Oh, West of Loathing. That must be it. Yes. West of Loathing. I do have that. I do have that. Yes. When did I get this? Oh my goodness. How does it say in my Steam? Can't tell. Steam looks always so different. Although I do like what Steam looks like now. I'm not besmirching Steam. Steam looks very slick. But I think you might have gifted me West of Loathing. That one rings a bell. But I have not played it. Which I did mention. I did mention that I don't want to be accepting games under the pretense that I need to stream it though, because I don't really have much time to be streaming games or energy. But yeah, it's there's a lot of games I have yet to gotten around to playing.
Bobby.
Maximilian, the what? The what? What is that last word? The German one. Maximilian, the German one. Willkommen zum Stream. Danke für following. And Cortege, you doing good? Splat's good. You've been playing Splatoon. Oh, the prediction's over. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm all flustered today. I don't know what's going on. I think the cat really is like throwing me off here. Yeah.
Reporting in.
You could draw the comic more faster and have more time to stream games. Yes, I do. Well, especially this week. This week, that is the intention. I don't know if you noticed in the title, but this week, the intention is that we finish the comic today. I don't know, maybe that's crazy. We'll see. And strike 141 spiders, congrats. First spider of the stream, I believe. Yeah, let me show the comic now. Let's do this. Also, hey, Wagons, to be fair, I did gift you the game before you said that, so do I get a grandfathered in exception? I'm pretty sure I said that at the time, I'm pretty sure, but unfortunately no. If I could refund you the game, I totally would. My apologies. My apologies, my time is pretty stretched thin, especially these days. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the panel prediction is going to be. 3, 2, 1. Comic reveal time. Whoops. Whoops. Oh man, whoops, this is old. Here we go. There's the first panel. Okay. Pause the alerts. It's not one panel. Although it could be. Could very well have been. Wordplay. All right. And is it the music? Is the music still playing? The music. Okay. Okay, here we go. The Adventures of Snail Mailman. Oh dear. Boom, bum, bum, bow, 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 bow. What is this? Six panels. 6-panel comic this week. I know. I threw you guys off a little bit because I was talking about how like, ooh, I'm gonna finish the game and finish the comic in today's stream. So people are thinking, oh, this might be a short comic. But as you can see, it's 6 panels. Yeah, even though the middle 4 probably gonna have some copy pasting going on, most likely. But yeah, still technically a 6-panel comic. So there you go. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Let's see. Also, I hope the sound effect came through the. I got this. Did it even make a sound? Yeah, I'm sure. I should have made the sound. Hope it did. I rehearsed and everything. There's a little receipt. I'm gonna get that nice crunchy sound effect. Okay. Let's see. Who are the winners and the losers of this week's predictions? This button here. Okay. The winners are as such. Whoa. Strike. Holy crap. Only winner this week, Strike. Predicting accurately 6 panels. Risking 1,000 bees. Winning back 42,080 bees. Holy crap. Bees for days over here. That might be the biggest win we've ever had. My goodness. No one else thought it was going to be a 6-panel comic. Congrats, Strike. And now let's go through the losers real quick. Here we got Captain Nuts with 1,000. Ouch, with 1 panel. A couple of 2 panels here. I do like a channel, Ballot Comics. Ouch. 3 panels. We got Subnautica Squishy, Roman Skinny, Stephen Deluxe, Camjo, Lishti, and Quiet Artist. Oof. 20,000 bees. 20,000 bees from Quiet Artist. Ouchies. I feel bad. I did. It was a definite red herring. Was it a red? Is that the right word? Red herring? I mean, I did say we try and finish the comic today, so it does imply it's a short comic. I guess it is a red herring. 4 panels. Oh, a lot of them here. Ray Love from Above, Raren, Yodo, Rishu, Nyctophee, Anna, Fenzi, Tofu, Bidecrest, and Dower. Off the mark. This week, 5 panels. Detonator, Gritzkopf, Mrs. Muffin, Dry Race Girl, Tank Commander. No, not a 5-panel comic. And then 7 panels, none. 8 panels, none. 9 panels, none. 10 panels? None. But yeah, damn, Strike. Good job. Another round of applause. I mean, not this one. Round of applause. And, alright. Here we go. Okay. Let's see here. And also, oh, yeah, unpause the alerts for a sec. That's Sarah Man joining us. The stream will still last 6 hours. Well, that's definitely not. Okay, well, if it lasts 6 hours, it's gonna be today and tomorrow. That's for sure. But I don't think so. I think we're gonna finish this record time. You're gonna see some very pro moves. Burgermeister, 30 months. Welcome back, Burgermeister. Thank you very much. And also, oh no, I thought it was gonna be the hydrate. Captain Nuts finding a new body. Oh my god, that is very, very similar. All I did is basically steal your phone. You know, you have no phone. I taken away your phone. And you paid bees for that price as well. That's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's see here. And see. You've almost got 200,000 bees left, Quiet Artist. Oh my goodness. Oh, they Ballot Comics. Red herring is the right word. Sweet. Could have been a 4-1. Could have been a 4-panel comic. No, it needed, because it's a snail. You need that build-up. Huh? 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 Yeah. Definitely needs all of this. It's very reminiscent of a. Could have been a 12-panel comic. It's very reminiscent of a like an older style loading artist comic, where I used to just go crazy with the amount of panels, just willy-nilly. But every panel has its reason. I mean, really, I think 3 would have done the trick, but I like to keep things even numbered when possible, so. Because it's nice, you know, 2 by 3 now. But yeah. And I don't think it'll take too long to draw. Basically, like, 2 panels. Could have been a 5-panel comic. Could have been a 2-panel comic. Just Adventures of Snail Mailman, and then this one has the guy crunching him immediately. Short and sweet. Alright, let's move this down here. And, let's see, am I missing something here? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Fancy, I just saw your message. Or more like, I just saw your admission to a crime. I stepped on a snail a few months ago and I still feel bad about it. Ouch. That is, yeah. The crunch, stepping on, like, any other bug, like a worm or something. I know, are worms bugs? Hey Siri, are worms bugs?
Okay, I found this on the web for how long is bugs. Check it out.
Not, oh man. Are worms? Then naughty? Then, is that a pun? Because there's like a worm knot? Worms are, wait, hey Siri, are worms bugs?
One option I found is Paper Plus, Parnell, on Parnell Road. Wanna try that one?
My god. Okay, anyways.
Alright then.
Alright, let's see. But yeah, snails, I feel bad. I've stepped on a snail myself before. Felt terrible. It was like in the dead of night, and I think I was house sitting for my parents. So I was walking around outside. I think I was looking for a cat, and then yeah, the crunch under your foot. Unfortunate. Felt so bad. But anyways, well, let's stop admitting to murder here on stream. Hey, Papa Romeo. Loading hours live at this time of day? Hey, Papa Romeo, yes. Daylight savings. Something. An hour early now. Well, hey, Celia. That comic is horrifying. Oh, thank you very much. And Super Tux, thank you very much for clipping the reveal. Did I work on them? Did I work on what? Dry raise go. I've poured salt on snails and slugs to see what would happen. I'm a monster. My god, don't even... The crimes I've committed when I was in Austria. My goodness. I was a child, I didn't know any better, and I was paid to do it. Because in Dubai there's no such thing as snails. There's no snails and slugs in Dubai. But in Austria, when I'd stay with my grandparents, they have like a farm, and you know, there's slugs and stuff. And I was like you know, 10 or 8 or 9 or 10, something like that. And they would pay me to kill the slugs. I was the slug killer. Janakis. Congrats on that spider. Yeah, because like they would eat their crops or apples or I don't know, they would eat the plants. And yeah, my granddad would give us, me and my cousin, our weapons, which is just like a long metal pole. And I probably should be time for a break. Even the duck is like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you saying this stuff? Why are you saying all this stuff? Quickly, cut the commercial. But yeah. And then you'd have like basically like a whole kebab stick full of slugs by the end of the day. Brutal. Psychomanity. Ah! Psychomanity, welcome back. Thank you very much for the 54 months.
That guy is masturbating. Alright.
Yeah. And yeah, so you have a kebab stick of slugs at the end of the day, and then you'd put it over the compost heap, and then you'd salt them as well. I don't even know. It was brutal. At the time, I don't know. I had no idea what I was doing. And now I think back and I think, oh, Jesus Christ. What did I do? My goodness. Hey, oops, I just realized. He didn't do a first circle. There isn't a little circle here. Hold on, let's do this one. Sweet. Well, that's pretty good. I like that. Oh man. Also, hey, Legrande's ad. Legrand, thank you for following. Hello. Also, Lishti, welcome back. And yeah, felt terrible for those little slugs. Brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. I was so desensitized at the time. But yeah, that was farm life. Can't be blamed. I think getting paid for it is like the worst part, because then it just gave me incentive just to like really hunt them down. You know, leave no stone unturned. Brutal stuff. Hey, what's this? Hey, Keller Anton as well. Hello, welcome back. And Firefly. When do we get a little Snail Man emote? Little Snail Man. Maybe. Might take some time. But Snail Mail Man emote would be cute. I'm not sure how well it would work, because it's like the details that make the snail a mailman are so small. It would just look like a snail with just like some extra pixels on the side of it. I'd have to like prioritize what details to draw and whatnot for the emote. This is why the mail, or rather snail, gets lost. Exactly. The brutal untold story until now. I'm busting this snail mail conspiracy wide open. Let's see here. Supertext, why did Twitch break emote auto-completion in mod view? I'm lazy, now I need to type the full emote name? Oh, is that different now? I wonder why they would get rid of that from mod view. Unless it's like an oversight. Was today's comic inspired by a real-life event? Sort of. Sort of, Coma Code. Sort of. Well, I mean, it's hard to say, because the real snail mail is never this cute. Snail mail in real life sucks. And if anything, this is kind of postal propaganda. I hate having to get stuff delivered to an apartment Like, for some reason, the delivery people just don't... They don't buzz the apartment. They just try and get into the building. Doesn't work because you need to be buzzed in to get into the building. And then they either just leave or they leave the thing outside the building in the city. It's happened once before. When Baz, I think it was like last year, Baz had some... Hey, Dak, welcome, Dak. When Baz had some Uber Eats delivered here on stream for my birthday, the cake. I go downstairs to meet the delivery person to receive this cake thingy, and it's just a bag left outside the door. Like, I understand that for like a suburban delivery or something, when you're just like a house, white picket fence and whatnot. But in the city, outside an apartment building, it's a risky move. Luckily, no one had stolen it in the time it took me to get downstairs. What's this? Oh, I'm gonna do another layer for the bag. I don't want to draw the bag on the same layer as the snail because I'm worried I'm gonna mess it up. Wagons, that's the opposite of my experience. All of our couriers have building codes so they can leave the packages by our mailboxes. That sounds much more... better. That sounds like a much more better way of doing things. I don't know. I've had my grievances with the post here before. I've said, like, I've called them like, oh, you know, why didn't the person like buzz the apartment when they were here? And they said it's not their policy to buzz apartments. They just leave a note card to call and they move on. They just say, oh, I missed you. Even though I've been here the whole day because I have nowhere else to be. It's insane. Absolutely insane that that's like the official policy. I remember for other things, I would just like sit and wait downstairs like a dog missing their owner if I really didn't want to risk them leaving it behind. Is that? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hold on, I'm gonna make this a little bit less visible and this one also less visible. There we go. Wagons, out of curiosity, how much is your rent out by Auckland, right? I don't want to get into specifics, I guess, but I share it with flatmates though as well, so it's quite reasonable. Yeah, quite reasonable. But I really wouldn't mind not being in town anymore. I've really gotten over living in town. I don't even make use of it. Living in town is especially good if you're like the type to actually use the features of town, like going out and about, going out clubbing or whatever, and then you just come home at whatever time without needing to get a taxi back or whatnot. What am I doing? I hate these weird tongues I've just drawn here. Let me get rid of this. I also don't want to move anywhere that's too remote. I don't like the idea of that. Mainly because of the internet thing. I worry the internet's not going to be as good. But secondly, I need to be near a place that, like, I can look out the window and see movement. I like that. I don't like when it's just everyone is dead or asleep right now and it's just completely quiet outside. That kind of doesn't freak me out, but it doesn't depress me either. It's very extreme, but I like, it feels cozy when you see there's still people out and about at whatever time of night, or like the store is still open. Not that there's any stores here that are, well, there's like one 24/7 grocery store, and I think the McDonald's is still 24/7. But otherwise, New Zealand's pretty bad with that. Everything shuts pretty early. Hold on, I'm gonna look up some reference for this satchel bag because I don't really know what I'm drawing there. It's supposed to be like straps, but I don't even know what they're supposed to be strapping. I just pictured Gregor sitting in front of his door waiting for the package he just ordered like Scott Pilgrim. I can't remember what it was. It was like, this is like years ago when I think I bought the Nintendo Wii U? Something Nintendo. Maybe it was a 3DS? No, it wasn't a 3DS. I think it was a Wii U, like years ago. And I really, really, really didn't want them to like pretend to deliver it to me. So I just like waited downstairs and sat there with a sketchbook. People gave me funny looks. But it was worth it. Let's see here. If you don't like when everyone's dead, stop murdering people. Good tip, Kitty Rolls. That is not bad. New Zealand is very good with that. Stores have closing times, reasonable ones. It depends on what side you're on, Strike. I guess from the people that work in stores side, it's good that stores close at 7 p.m. or whatnot. But nah, I don't like it. All the cafes here close at like 3 p.m. I don't like that. Well, most of the cafes close at 3. Some close even earlier than that. I don't like that, especially when I'm there to brainstorm and stuff. It really limits the places you can go for a brainstorm, for a good brainstorm. Also, hey, Zip Dev. Bertie as well, hello, welcome back. And Komiko, did you say that Japan, that's why you like Japan? Hungry Kobani stores are open. What's a Kobani store? Kobani? Kobani? You mean like the 7-Elevens and the Family Marts and stuff? Well, what are those called? Convenience stores, I guess. Hold on. Looking up a little bit of reference here. Oops. Postman bag, postal bag. So let's see what those little satchels. I'll show you what I'm looking at here.
Get back to work!
Oh no! Oh.
Let's do it.
Damn you, Yoyoto! That shouldn't even have been able to happen. Because I was technically in the other scene by then. God damn it. Oh god. Well, I don't even know what to do. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna get rid of these things. Okay. I'll leave that for now. And then the envelopes. See, it doesn't make any sense. Then it goes back out here, and then you can't see what I'm drawing. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Well, I gotta go back to the. Hold on, let me go back to drawing mode here. Wait, where's drawing mode? I think yes, here. Jesus Christ! Hold on. Wait, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Are the lights paused? I'm gonna pause them. What's happened here? What happened? The stream's broken. Wait, hold on. Why is it?
Get back to work!
No! What happened there? Anonymous gifted. Wait, I'm so confused. Why is this not working? God damn it! Hey, anonymous gifter. I see your 10 gifted subs. I see them. I don't know why nothing else sees it. Wait, I don't know what's going on. Well, now I gotta focus. This is ridiculous. I'm stuck in a hard place. I either focus and look like an asshole to the anonymous gifter by ignoring them, or I ignore the focus and I look like an asshole to Rocky91 who's redeemed the focus. Okay, let's see. Well, I would love to focus on the 10 gifted subs right now, but I have to draw this mailbox. It's just too pressing. There's no time to spare here. This is how committed we are to the comics in this stream. 10 gifted subs. Get the hell out of here. Okay. All right. Now, why is this not working? The debug's not working? Why is the debug not working? Hold on. I'm just gonna... Emergency reset button. The debug's bugged. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Why is the debug broken? Emergency reset completed. Well, hey, anonymous gifter. Thank you very much. I have no idea why this is broken. Let me have a quick peruse. If I go into action cues, there is none. What? Didn't even register in my. It's not even in the action history. What is it? The action history is oh, okay, so what happened? Oh, wait, hold on. What's going on? Check chat. Check title suggestion. Was there any? I don't even know. Can't see anything. Doesn't look like the gift subs even came through to StreamerBot, which is very strange. I don't know why that didn't happen, but regardless, thank you very much, and congrats to the 10 lucky chosen ones. Chamus, U-Turtles, Beethoven, Parabellum, Caselia, Pentapox, The Little Dino Boy, Sailor Spud, Slaptrap, and Cam Quish. Congrats. Wait, what happened? Did the spider... What happened to the spider? Wait, did the spider just disappear? And you could also talk during the focus, it was double broken. What the what is happening here? Let me pause the alerts. The spider's still moving. The spider is still moving. Why is the spider not getting caught? Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened here? You know what? I'm just gonna close StreamerBot. I'm just gonna close StreamerBot, then reopen it, and hope that that fixes everything. My god. What has happened here? This is a whole new level of broken. Even for this stream. Do I still have the flames? I don't. I don't. I was too cocky. I didn't think I needed them anymore. Okay. Let's see now. Spider is still moving. Does debug work? Debug works. Sweet. Me. Alert is active, that's true. Okay, yeah. Alert's pause false, that's true. Okay. Alright. Now why... Okay, there's a spider. I don't even know if Yoyoto is the first one to do spider, but... Okay. Spider's caught. Now the spider is no longer moving. Okay, that's working. Okay. But unfortunately, it seems like the 10 gifted subs have vanished. So, thank you very much. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know where they went. Unfortunately, I can't reinitiate the alert, which is something I really miss from the old overlay. But that's like a StreamerBot what's it called? Shortcoming, I guess. Did my focus break everything? Yes. Not 100% sure, but I'm definitely yes. Definitely yes. Thank you very much. There's one more reason to get rid of that focus. It does more harm than good. Could you imagine how much work I would have gotten done if we just never had focus?
Get back to work.
Let's do it.
Couldn't even draw the manual. Even if I wanted to draw the gift sub manually, I can't because I don't got focus. I'm telling you that that's it. No more focus. This is the last stream with focus. I'm deleting that shit. Focus and jumps, they're both getting out of here. They're the main culprits for like 90% of the things that break in the stream. I'm not even kidding here. Not even kidding. Well, I really can't stand what I've drawn here. This is... Let me delete this. Okay. Because if I'm going to be copy-pasting this post box, it's got to be perfect. Post-fect. I don't like that either. Oh my god. Ugh. Awful. Awful.
3
Awful.
strokes is all I need.
And raid? Oh no, I don't think the raids happen. I don't think the raid alert happens when it's a party of 1. But hey, Jade, thank you very much though. Thank you very much. That's not broken. That's by design now, I believe. I'm not even sure. But I'm gonna say that's on purpose. Thank you very much, FW Jade. Hope you had a good stream. This is the worst post box I've ever seen. Also, hey, Kremlin Kev, I saw you as well there. Trying to get that spider. Kremlin Kev, welcome back. And now we got this jump thing going on. Let's see how much that can break the overlay too, huh? Sweet. 30 jumps in a row.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
go!
Pew, 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 choo, choo, choo. Kremlin Kev. Thank you very much. Another tier 3 gift sub. This time it goes to Omega Laron. Omega Laron, congrats. Is Omega Laron even in the chat today? If not, that's going to be a nice surprise in his inbox. Kremlin Kev, thank you very much. Tier 3 gift sub. Spoiling us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So I still feel bad about the alert that I've missed with this broken overlay before. I'm gonna just quickly draw it. Doof. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swoop. And then it's like choof, choof, choof. Hat. Blowing. One. Wait, I can't hear it. Turn the music off. How does it go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it up. And then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chickaboo, chickaboo, chickaboo. And then it goes. Shit. Oh god. Shoo-whoop. And then this part goes shoo-whoop. And then this part goes shoo-whoop. Oh, and there's also like there's a person on this side is. Oh no. I just realized. Is it broken? Or is it because it was an anonymous sub-gifter and my... No, but we've had anonymous sub-gifts before, didn't we? Although I don't think we ever had an anonymous sub-gift bomb. Did we ever? But I don't think that should make a difference. Anyway, here. The anonymous sub-gifter here. Wait, blacked out. Censorship eyes. Okay, this is just getting weird. Okay, I'm gonna unpause music and unpause alerts and just continue with the comic now. We've had previous anonymous gifted subs and it worked. But have we ever had a previous anonymous gifted bomb? Gift bomb, I wonder. Also looks like what? Needs to get all of this over with post haste. Nice pun. And Benedict, thank you for the follow. And strange. Strange bug. Huh. Anonymous gifted sub don't work. I wonder if it's working on. Yeah, Rishu, it is, because Kremlin Kev just gifted a tier 3 sub to Omega Laron before, and that worked. But anonymous gifter... Very curious. Has this always been a thing? How even... Interesting. Huh. Strange. Yeah, I'm looking at the settings here, and gift bomb generic, either anon or not anon, both have the same gift bomb alert, so it should work. Strange. But if you're giving an anonymous sub, you don't care about the attention, so it's okay? Maybe. Maybe. That could yeah, maybe that might work. It's intentional. It's for your own privacy. And there you go. Anonymous gifted a tier 3 sub to I Do Like a Channel. Congrats. Thank you to Anonymous Gifter. Tier 3 gift sub. Does not show in the stream. Oh dear. Very, very interesting indeed. Okay, so now we've definitely, oh boy. Now to the tier 3 animation. That's supposed to be a bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold on. Wait. I'm gonna do a little bit better this time. Whoop. Whoop. Thank you very much. Whoop. And then it's like, and then you got ba-da-ba. You didn't know what I was trying to do there, right? Like, I was doing it behind the thing. Ba-da-ba. That's actually how the tech works. I just have like this big PNG of like dripping yellow gold, not urine, and it just kind of like slides into place on top of the bar, just like that. So yes, there you go. And also, hydrate. Wait. Wait. Wait, what? Strongville? What's going on? Now this, wait, the gift subs don't work at all? What the flip? Eh? Why does it not work? Strongville, you gifted a sub to Danny Player 1. Thank you very much. Debug does not work. What the? Also, who the hell is this in the corner? Who is this in the corner? Why is this person here? Why? I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. I don't know. But Strongville, thank you very much for the gifted sub. No idea why gifted subs are working and then not working. Very strange. This makes me sad. This is no good. This is no good. This is no good. This is no good. That speech bubble said that the person in the corner is a piece of paper. Oh! Piece of paper? Oh, that must, oh, okay, hold on, that was for, okay, that, I was doing that for testing, I forgot to, thank you for that. Okay, yeah, cool, I fixed that. I turned off the VIP for piece of paper for test and I forgot to put it back on, so that should be fixed now. Thank you for checking. And Kremlin Kev, have I tried turning it off and on again? I have, and that's the most concerning part. I did turn off StreamerBot and turn it back on. So it's weird that the problems are still persisting. And the problems are not even persisting properly. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Did I reticulate the splines? I thought I did. Let me reticulate them once more. Pushing the emergency reset button. Okay. My god. Also detonated. Is there a spider in every comic? There sure is. There used to only be spiders like from 2015 onwards, but with the new website thingy we did a while back with Super Tux's huge help, I also added spiders to all the previous comics. In fact, fun fact, there's a spider right there. Whoop. 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 Wait, what the fuck? Why is no one catching this? What is wrong? Oh god! Something is horribly, horribly wrong. Oh god! This is very reminiscent of a bug we used to have, bug, well technically arachnid, a while back, and that was because of the predictions. Something about the predictions clashed with StreamerBot, but I'm pretty sure that was fixed. And yeah, it just everything kind of hangs for some reason. I don't know why. It just stops receiving input. Yeah, I'm turning off StreamerBot one more time. I'm turning off StreamerBot, and I feel like I should really open OBS again, but I don't want to restart OBS and turn the stream off and everything. Oh god, I'm just open up once more. What is this, Gregor? It is cursed edit time. Just to keep you from working even more on the overlay. Let's see here. I can't even change over because StreamerBot's not up yet. Wait, hold on. Is it now? Okay, now it is. Okay, the After Dark Adventures of Snail Mailman. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold still, babe. Mother, where are you? Thank you very much. I do the crickets because I don't have people cringing sound effect yet. So I only have the crickets. The crickets are cringing. Thank you very much for that, Caselia. And the spider was caught. That's a good sign. And the hydration is working. That's a good sign. And sorry about that.
Bobby.
Marinex, thank you for following. And my apologies to all the gift subs that are not showing up on stream so far. But thank you again to anonymous gifters, I am Strongville, and Kremlin Kev. Sorries and thank yous is all I can do. And what's happened here? What have I done? I'm so sad. Wasn't there an OBS update recently? There was, but I haven't updated anything. I'm not on the latest StreamerBot or OBS because with the new updates, there's like a huge change. There's like WebSocket 5 now instead of WebSocket 4 point something, and it's gonna break everything. Like if you think things are broken now, just you wait until I update, because that's really when everything's gonna break, intentionally so. There's like a what's it called? There's a action that I use a lot in my overlay called OBS Raw, and that I use that to change things. Like I change the image URL of like the character, like the character face or something. I use OBS Raw in StreamerBot to change that stuff. And with the new StreamerBot, OBS Raw no longer works because of OBS WebSockets, yada 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 yada. I'm gonna have to go through everything in the overlay and remove OBS Raw and replace it with something else. So that's gonna be a whole thing because I have like a gazillion things I gotta change there. Like if I to give you a little what's it called? To give you a little preview of what I'd have to do. Let me just quickly pause the alerts before there's a focus or something. Also, Marinex, I've been a fan since the beginning, so happy to see how popular you've become. Thank you very much, Marinex. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for the follow, welcome. So now to show you all my mistakes and problems. So I've got like a bunch of StreamerBot thingamajiggies. Let me just expand all of them. Yeah, so here are all my actions. So these are all the ones I've done. And goes all the way down there. There's all sorts of things from like the alerts, like the cheer alerts, the follow alerts. You know, I go into one of these and then blah. Coffee alerts, you know, character stuff. If I go over to character, then character get, like all of this stuff here. Whole bunch of stuff. The character stuff especially, I'm gonna have to like redo. Because if the character is random, look at this. If it's not a VIP, so character is random means non-VIP. It gets the information from your user stats, whatever. Like it knows what hat and what body and what eyes and what mouth and whatever is attached to your character. And then it loads them into variables, and then it replaces the images in my OBS with those new variables. So change the custom hat. I got this OBS raw thing, set source settings, character random character hat. File is now images folder, character hat variable. Anyway, so this whole thing is obsolete now with the new update, and I'm gonna have to do something else, have a different action, different thingamajiggy. I don't know what it is. I forget. It's either not OBS raw or it's a different kind of OBS raw or something. I'm gonna have to look into it. But I think this whole character system that I've got going on could be improved anyway, because it ain't great. It ain't great, and I have failed to do some cool Halloween stuff. I wanted to try and get this thing working for October, but it's not working, so it's not gonna. You might have seen it here, Halloween mode, but don't be excited because it's not working. The red means I've disabled it. I wanted to have an option where if it's Halloween mode, it would load another additional feature of the character's customization and add a mask like on top of everything else, like a Halloween mask. But holy crap, I spent hours and hours trying to get that to work, and it is just not working. And I think the whole thing needs to be redesigned from the ground up. And then I thought I may as well do that with the new update. But that's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole thing. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah. Maybe Halloween mode broke everything? Nah, it's not Halloween mode that broke, because I've disabled all the Halloween stuff. There shouldn't be any Halloween thingies. I don't think. Let me just double check. Let me just do that, just in case. Turn the mode off. It should be off, but either way, it doesn't really matter. Hey, Nicholas Spire. Also, the intermission uses OBS WebSocket version 4. Oh, snap! Nicholas Spire. Okay, so so the cool intermission we've got going on from Nicholas Spire, that uses WebSocket version 4. So things like basically everything will have to change with the new update. So that's why I haven't updated yet. Oh snap! Intermission A. Where is the intermission? I forget. Also, some of the stuff is obsolete. I could delete some of these things. Like these are all obsolete. These are the new ones. But it's changing scene. Where is intermission? Is it this one? I have like a whole bunch of different BRB and intermission attempts, but Nicholas Spire's one is the one that we are using. I can't remember which one it is. Is it this one? No. Anyway, I'm getting way too distracted here. I gotta get back to work. But yeah. Anyway, just thought if you're interested to see the absolute shit show I have to face outside of the stream, here it is. Okay, now to turn off this thingy, let's go back to Studio Paint. How does Load Love look so weird mirrored? You obviously didn't flip the canvas when drawing it out. Probably, you're probably right. Load Love is like one of the oldest emotes we have. Very old, very, very old. Sometimes I feel like changing it, but then I get too scared. I get too scared. Also, I hate what God damn, this is taking forever. We're not gonna finish the comic today. It's not gonna happen. Definitely not. I hate what I've drawn here. I hate this. It just feels like there's no variance in the thickness of the line. It all just looks too fat. You know what I mean? Looks gross. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again on this panel. I'm gonna draw a little bit better. Focus. The alerts are paused right now. Oh, the alerts are paused. Okay, I thought it was broken for a second. There we go. Yeah, not really. Yeah, I mean, I guess that looks. That looks better already, I think. I think that looks better. This doesn't look as, like, stale as this one. I don't like this one. But if we flip it, this needs to be a little bit... I keep seeing a loaf of bread being sliced. Yeah, that looks a little... Okay, okay, I'm back on track here. Things are getting a little better. Let's do a game stream now because this is going too bad and comic tomorrow. Hey, if we always quit when things are getting rough, then I wouldn't have a single comic done.
Get back!
It's getting there. Thank you, Yoyoto.
Let's do it.
I just need to color it. Yeah. We're still a little bit far away from the coloring mode, but coloring phase, but yeah. Pretty good. Get rid of this shit. Yes. I'm happy with that. It's pretty good. Yes. Oh wait, hold on. Sweet. Okay. Oh, you mean just need to color it so it doesn't look like sliced bread? Oh, I see. Yeah. I think I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. I just realized now it's missing an important part of the mailbox feature, the handle. Although I know not every mailbox has a handle, but I think this would do nicely with a little handle. If only we could draw one. Is that a space welder mask? Oh no. Looks good to me. The lines are very pleasing. Art always blows me away, though. I wish I could draw comics at your level. Fancy. Anyone can do this after 10 years of drawing comics. That's all you gotta do. Just keep doing a comic every week for 10 years. And you'll get to this level. Failing to draw a mailbox for an hour. Do we have such mailboxes in New Zealand? Not really, no. I've never seen a mailbox with this flag thing. This is very American Halloween. American Hollywood style to me. This little red little flag thing. Does not exist here in New Zealand. Also, congrats Yoyoto on the spider. No, we don't really have this like fold down one either. I mean, some do. I mean, every mailbox looks different, but I think most of our mailboxes are just like you got the little roof, and then you got the little thingy, and then I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. You just put the things in there. And I guess if there's a package, you just kind of go reach around and go in the back. But yeah, stuff it in the back there. But I don't know. Not really sure. Jordan doorknob shape. Oh, little. No. I think that looks. It looks okay. The mailbox pan looks kind of sus. Oh dear. Also, Comic Con, I saw the Matrix Resurrections. Everyone set the bar so low for me that I actually enjoyed it. Oh yeah? Maybe I should watch it then, because my expectations have dropped significantly. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Every time I look at the poster, or it's on one of the streaming services I have now, Neon, I think. That poster, goddamn, for Matrix, it just looks so bad. It puts me off. Every time I feel like maybe I should watch this movie, I go to it, and then I just see like Keanu Reeves standing there super awkwardly, kind of like semi-Photoshop, long hair, glasses, and then the other characters in the back, you got like weird young Joker Morpheus, the purple green jacket, and then the other new characters that I don't like. And it puts me off. I'm like, maybe I'll watch it some other time. I don't know. One of these days. Let's draw this guy. Oh, here's a circle. Christ. Oh my Jesus. Today's not your day, huh? Things are not working in my favor today. At least when it comes to the comic and technically and stuff. Technically, today is,
I did a poop on stream. In front of everyone.
I mean, that did not help things either. Did not have pooped on stream. See here, does that look alright? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure there, huh? Also, what's this? Mailbox reference pick. Fry. Let's see. What is this? So have a look, see here. Fry. What is this? What am I looking at here? I feel like I'm looking into a virus. What is this? I can't tell. Is this some sort of like programmer humor thing going on? Mailbox reference, and then I don't know. Is this like a? Wait, that doesn't work. Oh, oh, you got the wrong URL. Okay, this one. Ah, oh, I was close. I was a very, very. I was onto it there because Amazon was like, "Hey, we're showing you items that ship to New Zealand. Like to see items that ship to a different country, change your delivery address." And then anytime the delivery address pops up, anyway, it freaks me out. Just quickly do that, and then here you go. That's what it looks like. Classic American mailbox there. Seems heavy duty, hardcore. Looks like you could like really use that to imprison criminal mice. Oh, I see. It's got a little. Oh my God! It's changed again. It's got a hook at the top. Oh, I see. Damn. Never seen a black mailbox before. I feel like it would just cook whatever's inside of it. But then again, I'm thinking about it from a New Zealand point of view because here in New Zealand, the sun just bakes everything. The sun is crazy strong here. Also, hey, Sheep Socks, welcome back. Can't stay long, but the comic's looking good. Oh no, what's going on this time? Hey, Sheep Socks, thank you very much for joining us. Welcome back, and for believing in my comic here. Yeah, no, just technically, for some reason, StreamerBot's causing some issues for some reason. I don't know why. It's not showing all the gift sub alerts. It's very strange. And also, Fenzi. Some more compliments from Fenzi over here. It's just a style of art, though. I don't know how to describe. Like, there's always just the right amount of detail. Thank you very much. Yes. It's that is also something that kind of gradually developed. Because if you look at some of my older comics, like I went berserk on weird details that, at the end of the day, just kind of detract from the comic itself. Like it's just too detailed. You know what I mean? Like randomly. I've gotten a lot better about that stuff since then. But yeah, there'll be times where I just get super hyper focused on just really rudimentary stuff, like the refraction inside of the beer glass. Like it has to like refract light correctly, and things like this. Like it can be cool sometimes, but sometimes it just looks a little too much. And then I'm always like, why does it take me so long to draw these comics? Yeah, it's looking all right. And you probably see more of your mistakes, though. It seems easier to you. It's sort of like a musician who has been playing for years. Yeah, that's true as well. I mean, that definitely gets easier. It's easy to spot mistakes as time goes on, for sure. But I can't really enjoy a lot of other people's comics because all I see are just mistakes. Which that sounds like I'm really, really up myself and really not up anyone else's self. But man, it's stuff that doesn't or shouldn't bother anyone. It just bothers me, like kerning wise, or some comics you'll see on Reddit, and then like things that like weirdly touching the side of the panel, or background objects that are slightly touching each other, like tangents and things, and depth of fields that don't make any sense. Like that stuff just irks me so much, and I can't enjoy the comic. Stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid that it stops me from enjoying the comic, but alas, that is the curse, I guess. Also, let's see here. I'm really slow to respond to chat today. Sorry about that. Let me scroll down some more. In the US, it's actually illegal to make your mailbox too strong. Oh, really? Why is that? Too strong. Interesting. Do you know why? And metrics, how did you come up with your art style? Was it instant or an evolution over time? Did you have inspiration? Definitely over time. It's kind of where my name comes from, the loading artist thingy. It's like definitely over time. Always loading. Well, you just gotta look at, if you look at loadingartist.com and you just go to the first comic, you can definitely see like where it started and how it got to this point. Yeah, I'd recommend, if that is interesting to you, definitely check that out. Quite eye-opening from like where this came from. Definitely didn't start like this. And it's always changing. And Grace Cough, time to get ready for bed. Have a good one. Try to find something for today's comic. A YouTube link. Oh, Grace Cough, you're killing me. You're killing me here with this YouTube link. Let me have a quick peruse. It is a shorts though. Okay, well, let's see. First of all, let me just preemptively. Okie dokie. I think the censorship just makes it look worse. Let's see here. What is it? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Snail egg hatching. Whoa, you know what I just realized? I didn't even realize snails come from eggs. Hey, how long is this video? Should be called YouTube Longs. Oh, the time lapse as well. Oh my god, here it is. Oh! That looks like such an alien. Yeah, if a UFO landed on Earth and then this thing crawled out, I'd be like, oh yeah. Pretty much what I expected. Oh, it's eating the shell? That's perverse. Uh-oh, it's eating its... Uh-oh, oh dear, oh no. It's eating its sibling's shell as well. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Grits Cuff. I had no idea that snails come from eggs. The more you know. Seems like everyone's coming from eggs these days. But then now that I think about it, it makes sense. Makes sense. I don't know what I was expecting. And then to see it being born with a shell, I thought, oh yeah. Didn't expect that either. I guess I was getting confused with those sea crabs. Not crabs. What are the other ones? where they find things to be their home, like what are they called? Sea urchins, hermit crabs, and then there's like this. They get like a can of Coke or something, and then the nice scuba diver replaces or offers the sea hermit crab thing like a nice shell instead of the Coke can, and then swaps. And yeah, because I was like, yeah, there's no way they're getting born with a can of Coke, not yet anyway. Yeah, snails. Interesting stuff. Have a good night, Gritzkopf. These shorts are gonna be hard to draw. Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't know what I'm doing here. It looks so easy in the sketch, but in the final, it's like, I don't know what's going on. Kind of looks right. Oh, I'm also missing some more chat here. Rishu, I heard your inspiration was Odd Ones Out. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, Rishu. That's not how it happened at all. It's the exact opposite. I know it, like, obviously. We all know, but the new people don't know. Gotta make sure that the history books write it in the correct way. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a Walkman or an iPod or something. The cable will connect to it. And Janakis beating Yoyoto and Rishu and Detonator. Detonator didn't even have a chance. Congrats, Janakis. I'm gonna do the headphones on a separate layer. This song is driving me nuts. Hold on. I hate this song. Sorry about that. Janakis is a bot. Oh, Janakis has a bot? I'm calling it. They never chat, they just get spiders. We're gonna have to try and we're gonna have to come up with ways to circumvent the bots, if they are bots. We don't know that for sure. Janakis might just be really, really dedicated. But yeah, I wonder if there's a way we can code the spider game to fool bots, if there are any actual bots. Maybe we should be asking the professionals at this. Coma code. I've told you can put randomly generated captures on the spider. Yeah, that's that's one way. But how is Janakis? I don't know. If it is okay, let's say if it is a bot, if Janakis does have a bot to find the spiders, that means it's constantly scanning the stream for the spider PNG. And then when it detects it, it just automatically types in load spider. So a captcha would work. Well, yeah, just a random bit of text. Or different spider pictures, maybe? But then all you need is like a collection of all the different spider PNGs, and then you'd have another library of spiders to scan for. Making their color random would maybe do something. Maybe it's checking the actual code for unless it's checking the actual code for an image name or something. Well, I don't think that's possible. I think Janakis only has the stream to work from. Rishu, you were just joking? I don't know. I think there might be something to it. Hey, Janakis, if you're not a bot, you gotta say so in the chat right now. too. Gotta call the butt out. Oh snap. Shinaka speaks. The bot is even more advanced than we could have even suspected. It knows how to respond to chat. What else we gotta do? Oh, limbs. There we go, limbs. Looks pretty good. And then get the leg. There we go, and hide this part. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh no, skinny legs. Oh no, skinny legs. That looks disturbing. Does that look right? Can't tell. I feel like it looked fine in the sketch, but now it's kind of throwing me off. Maybe the shorts need to be a bit more. Exo Comics. The runner twisted his ankle, and that's what's causing the crunch, right? Right? Yes. This has nothing to do with the snail mailman. This is merely just showing off what happens when the elderly go out for a sudden exercise. Crunching his little ankle. Well, that's kind of horrifying as well, in its own way. How are you doing, Exo Comics? Welcome back. It looks okay, I think. Oops, sorry. Oops, oops, oops. Don't want to touch the microphone. What's this? What's this? Also, bonus panel idea? I have a couple ideas that I'm workshopping in my head for the bonus panels. This legit seems like a Lee idea that Gregor stole and turned into a horror ending. No, it's all me. Lee wishes she came up with Snail Mailman. Greg, that leg makes no sense. The entire thing should point towards the left, not just the lower half. The whole thing should point... What are you talking about? Point to the left. What are you talking about? Left. Point to the left. Hmm? This just kind of goes to show that how little I run in real life. I don't even know what running looks like. Legs don't bend like that? What do you mean? He's got the... That's his thigh, and then it's his knee, and then it's his... It goes like this. Could be the extra panels just the snail mail man asking, "Are you okay?" right next to the runner's broken foot. It's not a bad idea. It's something worth considering. Or is it just the bonus panels are just like really, really gory, detailed, up close shots of the crushed snail? There's that idea as well. Just like really unnecessarily gory. Who knew a snail could hold so much blood? That would be the caption. Or like you have the snail's family, snail mailman's family, you know, at the funeral, but they're late for the funeral because of snails. You know, it writes itself. uh, Leg looks fine to you? I think so too, huh? The thing looks fine. Very dynamic pose. The snail Sargot crushed by a runner? What's this? Snail Sargot? Scargot? The snail Scargot? Oh, escargot. Isn't that what it is? Escargot is like a snail dish. A dish for snails. But, hun, the snail escargot crushed by a runner. Exocomics, the whole family gets crushed by a passing marathon. Circle of life. Now, why would the family of snails be with the snail mailman? Wouldn't they be at home in their snail house? Wait, do they even have a... Wait, that's just their shell. Do snails have families? Or is it all for themselves? One, like everyone for themselves. Everyone for them snails. Oh lordy, this is gonna take us forever, isn't it? Let's work on the background now. On his way to the funeral. Oh, a marathon passes by. Oh, I see. That makes a lot more sense. Dark.
Let's do
And it's focus time. Oh my god. Destroying the house? I really should just copy and paste the house from the previous comic I did with the burning roof. For consistency. That works. All right. I mean, you're not gonna really see much of the background. It's gonna be, you know, pushed in the background, kind of faded. Thank you for the focus, though, by the way. Yoyoto. Looks like a pipe from a Mario game. What looks like a... Oh, this! Oh, as in, like, if this was... I see what you're saying. Like, oops. And then it goes... Wait. Wap, 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 wap. Dwee, dwee. Not that bad, actually, considering I was drawing it behind the pipe. Looks like he's got whiskers. My facial hair. It's a new addition to the character design. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. Back off there. Oh! Hey, Paste. Paste is making an appearance. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Look at his ass. Paste. 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 Everyone missed seeing her butt. Yeah? Yeah. Get over here. Get over here. Yeah. Hmm? Hmm? So precious. Hmm? Do you want treats? 'Cause I have a treat for you. Treats? Hmm? Yeah. Well, this is so loud for the microphone. I'm so sorry. I just hear the microphone going pure red. You want treats? Yeah. Eat them before Copy sees. Oh, speak of the devil. Here you go, little devil. Eh, eh, eh. Okay, last one. No more. No more, you fatty catties. Yeah. Wipe my hands on you. No, Copy's gone. She's literally here just for the treats and then is out. Pace, on the other hand. Pace is chilling with me. Chilling with me on stream. Has everyone grilled Gregor about all the copy-paste panels yet? Well, I mean, how can you grill me about paste? It's a sign. Paste gave the approval for me to copy-paste the backgrounds. And the foregrounds. But no one's really mentioned it yet because I haven't gotten to the copy-paste part yet. Oh, you're so big. Okay. Back to work. Let's see here. It's in honor of their return of copy and paste, so we're letting it slide. That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly why I'm drawing. Wait, who's this? Wait, who is this? Oh, Frosty Slime. Frosty Slime shouldn't be here. Wait, hold on. Let me just wait, why is wait, what? What? Why is Frosty Slime here?
Bobby.
Oh, it's a Spikes Spiegel? Thank you for following. Hello, hello. Why is Frosty Slime here when he's not a VIP? I'm gonna add that to my to-do list. I'm gonna look into this. Why is that happening? Okay. And also, Janaka's congrats on another spider. Yeah, I'm gonna make spider harder to catch. Add that as a task as well. So big in there. It looks huge in the camera right now. Like a statue. An Egyptian statue. And what is this? What is this? Dower with the link. And then the snail mailman asked, "Are you okay?" to the runner who had broken his foot. Excellent, Dower. Excellent. Love it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bonus panel leak. Oh man, I wish I could be the bonus panel. But that'd be way too cheeky. Way too cheeky. Speaking of cheeky, look what I'm about to do. Where do I want this house to be? That looks pretty good there. That's not really that cheeky, I guess. I'm not really saving that much time. Oh gosh. There we go. And now that pace isn't even on this thing anymore, I gotta move back here. Can't draw all hunched over here. Ugh. You go to make a hard cap on Spider's Court, you get to 200 and it says, congrats, you've won Spider Game. Now let other people catch it. Well, there's an idea. From that point on, you can only catch gold spiders or something. Also, what's this? Another link. Strike? Hmm? Ah. Your suggestion is to make his back leg blue. I see. I see. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me just have a quick comparison. Does look pretty good. I don't know. I like the higher leg. Gives the feeling of more movement. Yeah, I think technically, I think this looks more correct, Strike. But I think I prefer this because I've already done it. But also, I'll tell you another reason. I don't know. I guess it looks fine here because it's a blue leg. But once you make this thing black, it's gonna be hard to, like. It just kind of looks like a mess here. It doesn't really know what's. It kind of almost looks like his leg is like that. Now he's like stumbling or needing to pee. I guess there's other tricks you could do to make this more obvious, like add a line here or something, but I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll stick with this one for now. But thank you though, Strike. It's not bad. Make it animated? Man, I should really get Kremlin Kev to retract your tier 3 gift sub with suggestions like that. God damn, make it animated. Of all the things to animate as well, like a person running is like up there with the when it comes to difficulty. And what's this case tell you? For each spider you have there is for each spider you have, there is a 0.5% chance to release a spider instead of catching a new one. The freshly released spider and the original you wanted to catch can then be caught by other people. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Interesting way of making people hate me. And Bard Crest. Can I get an F in the chat for our dear departed gastropod civil servant? What does that mean? Gastropod. Oh! Snails. Fancy word. Let's see here. His knee breaking explains the crunch because so far there's no reasonable explanatory. La 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 la. And Strike, you just wanted to explain what I meant by the entire leg pointing left. Right. Right. No, it does look good. It's a good suggestion. I'll keep it in mind. And what the hell is... Thank you for that. This is made by AI. Oh my god, wait, hold on, let's go back. That's made by AI for me? Oh dear. That's that is quite something. That is perfect, really. That egg is really satisfying. It looks like a mochi bowl. Mochi. I like how one egg's falling as well. Adds a bit more drama to the situation. But man, egg rolls are with AI now on your side. There is nothing that you cannot achieve with egg rolls. Amazing. Amazing use of technology. The AI egg rolls. Egg roll. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, Sister of Charity. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, eh, oh. Uh, uh. Mask out the part in front of the bush. There we go. Looks pretty good. And then probably do another bush on this side. Yeah, a little different kind of bush. A little bit different. Just to show off that I'm not copy pasting everything. Is Siri rapping along with the song? Wait, is that was part of the song? That wasn't Siri. And then we also have background tree. Camquish. Hell, if you're still here, thanks to whoever gifted me a sub. Camquish, that was gifted to you by an anonymous sub gifter. Anonymous sub gifter, we don't know who. Not even the overlay knows, because the overlay broke and refused to play the alerts. Also, hey, Kira plays some happy little bushes. Very happy little bushes. Angry bush. Sad bush. Okay, it's break time. I'm gonna get some more water and stuff. See you all soon. Also, Sister of Charity, thank you very much for following. Oh, you're not even gonna hear this because you're being faced with commercials right now. Okay, be back in a minute. Wait, Greg, what's this? Oh, good night. Oh, and I don't know. Choir artist, thank you very much for joining us, and have a good night. Sleep well, sleep tight, and see you next time. And BRB. Okay, welcome back. Thank you very much for waiting. Okie dokie. Now let's see. Also, I don't know if you heard, because I think you were hit with the commercials, but Sister of Charity, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I think doesn't look like we're going to be finishing the comic in today's stream. I blame everything but myself. Mostly that StreamBot kind of had a weird breakdown, especially when it comes to gifted subs. Still don't know what that was about, but I will look into it after the stream. And but I think we're making some good progress here. We drew some bushes now. That's good. Got to draw a tree. That's good. Oh, I don't know. Tree's not looking too good at the moment. You're not gonna really see much of this tree anyways. Just kind of want to show a little bit of greenery in the sky here, break it up. That doesn't even, does that look like a tree? That doesn't even look like a tree, does it? I think we need to make this move a little bit more round, like so. That looks a little bit better. But the tree trunk is now not in the center. I wanted the tree trunk to be this side. Oh boy, I've messed up there. Let me just go back to... Here we go. Because I want the tree trunk to be here. And the tree trunk's in the center of the green bit. So... Ergo, vis-a-vis, this green part should continue this way. Perfect. And hide the stuff behind the fence. And the roof. Nice. Yeah, you're barely gonna like really see any of this stuff anyway. It looks like a giant floating sheep. It really does, doesn't it? Meh. With really long legs. You know, sheep have tails. Sheep have really long tails, and then they get chopped off because they get too dirty with their poops. But it's really weird seeing a sheep with a long tail. Really, really weird. That sheep is horrifying. Look at this. Wait. Dung, dung, dung. Oh. Animations. Undo. Also, Camcoach, do you have this big pencil on your screen when you draw, or is it just for us? That's just for you guys. When I'm like, all I see here is just the work. I don't see the bar and the character and all this crap. That's just for you. Okay, now what do we do? This here. Over there. Just doing some layer reorganizing. Make his eyes a little bit closer together here. They're a bit too far apart for my liking. Though I usually like far apart eyes. Like that girl from Queen's Gambit. It's kind of weirding me out that the eye's on top of the sweatband, but if I had it below the sweatband, then he just looks tired. So it's in front of the sweatband. Because then it kind of acts as like the lids, if not, you know. Hey DGK, welcome back. What's he running from, Yoyoto? He's running from an early death onset by obesity. That's what he's running from. And let's see, what am I doing next here? I want to select the line art and the borders. Make that our reference layers. Therefore, we can start with, boom, sketch off. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Oh wait, that's it. Only one character. Okay. Tongue. Not really sure about the colors just yet, but for now, let's just do blue. I was thinking of doing those kind of stripes on the side that run down the side of the very jogger aesthetic-y. If you don't know what I mean these kind of I think it's Adidas or something, right? Like they have like these two little stripes here, something like that. I mean, I would do it better than this, but something like this. Oh my god, it's right on his head. Yodo! Congrats. Beat Janakis to the punch there. Let's see, what else? I was gonna do the pants. The pants, maybe like a slightly different version of blue? Nah, maybe gray or I don't know, what pants do joggers wear? I think maybe just like a different kind of blue, because I don't want to make it look like, oh wow, he's wearing these pants and this top. It's just like it's the blue character. He's wearing blue stuff. Same with the sweatbands, also gonna be blue. Bright blue like Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons used to wear bright blue pants, sweating to the oldies. Richard Simmons is like, he's got, I was gonna say he's got curly hair, but then I just keep thinking of Bob Ross. But he's like, I don't even know how to describe it. I can't even remember Richard Simmons, but I think I know who you're talking about. But he's like that really like enthusiastic, flamboyant gym trainer, like 90s VHS type guy, right? I think. Or am I completely thinking of the wrong person? You only know Richard Simmons from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Wait, now I'm confused. Will he be wearing Grandad 3000s like you? Oh, actually, that's a good point. Does he wear shoes? That is a good point. I don't ever really draw shoes for characters, but the shoes here might emphasize two things. One, he's jogging. He's got jogging shoes. And two, he's got shoes that could crush a snail. Because right now it just looks like he's running barefoot. I guess you could still crush a snail barefoot, but that's gets in between your toes and I don't know. But drawing shoes. Good. Oof. You've got me stumped there. What would drawing shoes look like? Oh god, it's gonna look cursed. I know that much. I also kind of really shows off that I have no idea what the perspective of these legs are supposed to be like. I mean, something like that, maybe? Camquish happened to you? Not a pleasant experience? What, stepping on a snail barefoot? Camquish should be calling you Cam Squish. Once I was walking to school, and the more I walked, the more I thought my shoe felt funny, and then I took it off to have a look. There was a fully crushed snail in there. Oh my god. I don't know how I crushed it at the beginning without realizing. Oh my god. That is disturbing. Oh my goodness, you've made like a snail smoothie in your shoe. Terrifying. Very disturbing. Just gonna actually, what am I doing here? Pick up and then it's at this point you're probably wondering like, oh, this is actually the final line art, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of spitballing here, seeing what this kind of could look like. I think I do like it with the shoe though. It really emphasizes he's jogging. Doesn't rank as high as Gregor pissing on the kitchen floor of his friend's house, but it's up there. Just by the way, again, the context is really required here. I was like 8 years old, and it was my first sleepover. I wasn't just doing it for fun, for funsies. Among Us guy with a mustache? First is the mailbox, and now it's the shoes. Psychomanity. The internet here sucks. Oh, at campus? Oh dear. What kind of speed do you get on your campus internet? Minus 10,000. Oof. That sucks. I guess because like too many people are on it, right? I'm kind of liking that. Kind of simple, short and sweet. Do the next stuff. Oh yeah, let's do the lines as well. I kind of like these lines. But I'm not. I don't know. Do the lines go under the armpit? Probably not. A little bit thinner too. A bit too thick and noticeable right now. Oh no. Oh no. That looks alright. Looks pretty good. Okay, next up, let's do the snail. Don't know what color a snail should be. Wait, I've drawn a snail in a previous comic before, but ages ago. Is it? Oh, is this? Born Lucky. This one, 2014. There's that girl again. You should talk to her. Dude, think about how lucky you are to be here right now. All the millions of times we're born as snails and crap, until finally we're born as a healthy human being. Can you even comprehend the odds of this happening? Well, when you put it that way. All right, I'm doing it. Boom. But there's my little snail there. So here it's got kind of like a creamy color and an orange, which is a curious color for a snail. The reason why it's orange is because the guy's shirt is orange, but to imply that that's him reincarnated. In hindsight, I probably should have made the snail just white as well, to make it even more similar to the character there. Man, look at all this. Look how cramped all these panels are. Jesus Christ. And the faces are really really weird. Oh my goodness. Looks like a cinnamon roll. It does. Scrumptious. Tan, brown, light brown. Snail looks like a slug wearing a tiny pumpkin. Please, please make a snail with a pumpkin as a shell, Lee. You should do it for Halloween. Pumpkin's very in next month. Very in. Burgermeister. So orange shirt turned into a snail that became a... Oh, son of a gun. I'm still... Oh, I thought I... Oopsies. I was already doing stuff over here. I didn't realize I forgot to change the thingamajiggy. Burgermeister. So orange shirt turned into a snail that became the snail mailman. Now the cycle will go again where he will become orange shirt guy again. Ooh, that's an interesting development there. Nice idea. Not bad. Tree the Hugger, adorable snail / pumpkin. Hey, Tree the Hugger. How's it going? And Dry Rays Girl. I thought Gregor was reflecting on the other comic for a full minute. Yeah, no, I was over here busy filling in colors and stuff. Oopsies. Let's see. This satchel. I've seen they're either like leathery brown or they're like gray or grayish blue. I think leathery brown looks kind of nice. And the envelope will be like white. Well, it's a bad sign if there's already an envelope sticking out of the bag like this. Like, that's going to get lost in the mail. For sure. And then the hat colors, blue with a black brim. Yes, blue with a black brim. And then also, a lot of the post people have like some gold or something, like a little, like that. That looks cute. What's this? What's this? 1 second. Gregor, you should draw this as the sweatshirt. It'd be a funny Inception thing. Very nice. That is crazy relevant. Crazy relevant. If only that sweatband was blue, then it would be mind blowing. Egg exploding. Perfect. That is an adorable snail. If you were to set this to wistful music, I'd probably cry by the end. Oh no. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm trying to go for. Tugging at the heartstrings. Let's start shading. How about this guy? Yeah, Lee always asks me, like, why do you make your comics so sad and dark? I can't help but makes things dark. I like that response from people when they're like shocked and sad. I've grown to crave that reaction. I like when you laugh, but you feel bad about laughing. I like that kind of amount of humor. But man, some people get really attached to these drawings. Like, I mean, most people obviously fine, but I remember some comments, like I think what was it, Reddit or Instagram? Maybe it was Reddit. Was it Imager? I can't remember now. But basically, the comic where I kill the bird. I got a comment saying like, Loading Out is an asshole. He just likes to kill birds or something like that. Or he's an asshole for killing the bird. But it was something even more spicy than that. Like it was really like they took huge offense, as if I actually went in and killed this poor innocent bird. Oh, was it? Or was it the comic where he lets the mouse go and the falcon or bird kills the mouse? I can't remember now. By the way, I was like, oh my god. You know these are just drawings, right? These aren't real creatures. Jesus Christ. Change his clothes to red and have it literally be orange shirts, friend killing him again, technically. Oh, interesting idea. I am tempted to change his outfit from blue to red. Also because I feel like the postal uniform has a lot of blue in it. I think red might be like such a different color. And it's also more like, whoa, eye-catching. Also, the color of blood. This is an idea anyway. I don't know. Maybe not. Pink shorts. Very fashionable. Gray or blue shorts work? For a second I thought you said gravy and I was really confused. Like, ooh, gravy jogging shorts? Gray or blue? Or both? Yeah, I don't want to be too eye-catching. I just want to be like, oh, there's shorts, but I don't want people like, whoa, look at his shorts. Do I see a bulgy wulgy? I don't want anyone analyzing it too much. That looks pretty good. I really like how this character's turning out. Like, I like the clothes and the billowingness of the hoodie. Like, not the hoodie, but the jumper. Feels satisfying. Not to just, go on and on about my own art and how great it is, but I'm just happy with how this character turned out, is all I'm saying. With the shoe, though, the shoe, ah, the shoe. Can't tell. Should the whole thing be in shadow? Actually, technically, the back side should be lit up because of the sun and whatnot. Pretty good. What music is he listening to? He is listening to that thrash heavy metal band, Snailer. Actually, that wasn't very clear. It's like Slayer, but Snailer. Man, what is it? There's a better joke in there. Forget I said anything. He's listening to Snaitalica. Snail Flatica? No, Snail. Iron Snailer. I can. There's definitely a gold pun in here somewhere. I just don't know what it is. Snail it ain't so. Snail it ain't so. Yeah, that's pretty good. Snail it ain't so by Weezer. Or Squeezer, because he's squeezing the snail into oblivion. That could work. Oh, oh. Nice try. I do like your channel. It's time for a quick crack time. BRB. See you soon. All right, welcome back. What we got here? Black Snaileth, Snail Knot, Snail against the machine, Snail against the treadmill, the running machine. I'm a snail, dabba-dee, dabba, I'm dead. Snails and roses. Not bad. Snails and roses. Not bad. I see no snail. ACDC. Okay, okay, never mind. You guys are better at it than I am. I can't think of any other band names that could have a snail in there. Snail. Whoa, wait a minute. Mr. Snail Man. Like postman? Mailman. Whatever. I got work to do.
Bobby.
Let's see here. Also, Mimizo. Mizo. My Mizo? Well, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome. And, Yodo, you're trying to focus? You were too early there because the follow alert was still happening. So, couldn't do it then because it counts as it being paused. Smashing snails and pumpkins. Hold on, I gotta hold on. Hold on. It bothers me when there's like I can sense there's a good pun in there somewhere, but I gotta keep digging deeper and deeper. Also, Yodo, congrats. Glass animals, glass snails. Well, a snail is an animal. Robbie Snailiums. Marilyn Snailson. Alien Snail Farm. Brian Snailedums. Snail Girls. Snaily Orico. Puddle of Snails. Savage Garden of Snails. Blink 18 Snails. Okay, there's nothing here. They're all terrible. These are all just not good. None of this works.
Get back to work!
Yes. Thank you. Thank God.
Let's do it.
Oh, 9-inch snails! Oh, that's good! Dry erase girls. Dry erase snails. That's a good one. 9-inch snails. Damn, that's good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now what I gotta do. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Oh no. I have to shade the snail. There's more than one way to shade a snail. 9-inch snails. Damn, that's good. Um. Fat boy snail. Justin Timber snail. Nah. Nah. Can't. 9-inch snails. That can't be beat. Red hot snaily peppers. Snail and Garfunkel. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to slime on you again. What am I doing here? Jesus, this shading is not looking great. I wonder if I should have a little extra rim light on this inner roll. Would that look nice? Subtle. Kinda works. Snail O'Connor. The Arctic Snailies. System of a snail. Snail 41. That kind of works. The off snail. I have a snail since. Crazy snail. The old snails. Old snails kind of work. Old snails. Oh man, I was so tempted just to start playing Pure Shores here, but alas, we can't. Can't play songs like that on stream. What is this? The only right answer? That girl is so cute. I wonder what she's listening to. Take me to Snurch. Snail Church. What the fuck? What is this? I'll worship like a snail at the shrine of your light. Is this a real thing or did you make this? Please tell me this already existed. I don't want to believe that you came up with this by yourself. I don't want to believe that. Oh my god. Take me to Snurch. It's a real thing? Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to it after the stream. Take me to Snurch. Take me to Snurch. Can't remember how it goes. Hey, this is looking okay. Oh, I can see mistakes. Actually, that should be lit up. Make it dark. Oh, we haven't even done our border mask yet, so let me select these borders. And then make a mask. Oop, okay. Now what? Now what? Let's do the post box as well. I'm not really sure what the post box colors should be. I'm thinking like a grayish blue. I think that would make the red flag stand out quite nicely. I think that looks about right. Kind of what I'd expect from a... Nah, it could be more gray, less blue. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the background colors and everything. And the post itself, wood brown? I think that looks about right. Pre-shading, of course. I mean, the shading will make it look a bit nicer. In fact, we probably should do the shading now. A bluish gray is better than a grayish blue. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Paste. Saying it's almost lunchtime. Yeah? Almost lunchtime. Oh gosh. Such a meowy little baby. Yeah? So meowy. Okay. Yeah? Hmm? No. No. Cutie. Last night he last night he decided the best place to fall asleep would be on my neck. He was like right up there. He like was poof, his whole body weight on my neck, crushing my esophagus, leaning against my chin. And then not only that, he also started grooming himself. So it was just like just gyrating, ball of like cannonball of fluff on my face. Did not get very much sleep. That's for sure. He was too cute to move away. Eventually, he left, but what a cutie. Shadow? Yeah? Yeah? I know. Hey, Hippo. Welcome back. How are you doing? How are things? What games have you been streaming lately? You're great. Hope you're well. Yeah, doing alright myself. I was kind of hoping to have this comic finished by today, so that we could just focus on Monkey Island the next couple streams, but this comic is taking me a lot longer than I thought. But it's going alright. So Manny, you've been stuck on construction sim? You've been stuck on the construction sim? What's gotten you stuck with the construction sim? Well, I saw you were playing Dinkum for a while there, and the reason I mentioned that is because people say that's very similar to the other game called Disney Dream Valley. Which, have you played that game? I have no intention of playing it, but it is weird to me. Disney Dream Valley, or whatever it's called. It's like a Stardew Valley kind of game, some people refer it to like Dinkum as well. And it's like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing or something. It's like Animal Crossing, but with Disney. Which, I mean, I'm already put off by it. But then the weird thing is that everyone is loving it online. It makes me think there's like some sort of like bot army going on. I don't know. I just can't believe that this Disney Dreamlight Valley game is getting like 10 out of 10 reviews from people. At first I thought it was as like a troll, as a joke or something. But then I see like on Reddit, like, oh, I was hesitant at first because it's Disney, but I've really come to love it. It's so much better than Animal Crossing because it's better in every way. And then I found out it's made by Gameloft, which blew my mind even more. I don't know what the hell's going on. A Gameloft company, a Gameloft game, which is a Disneyland's version of Animal Crossing that apparently everyone loves. I don't even. There's just so many like crazy things in that statement. I don't even know where to start. When I saw it was made by Gameloft, I was like, "Oh, Gregor." Yeah, I remember when I was at Gameloft, one of the art directors was doing some concept art for a Disney pitch, and the concept art looked really good. So I wonder if that kind of ended up becoming what it is now. I'm not sure. Or did they end up making that Disney iOS game, like, you know, like a village builder kind of thing, you know? Firefight. I've been playing Dreamlight Valley. It's fun, but I keep finding bugs, which is super annoying. Well, it is an early access, right? You pay like $30 to get early access to this game, which is going to be free to play, and you get like $30 in premium currency. And just like, I know they said that their battle pass or whatever like wouldn't. It's all cosmetic or something, but man, I do not trust Gameloft to not be completely greedy at every turn, especially if Disney's involved. I just don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. What is happening? And I saw the trailer and everything, and I thought it looked really average, but everyone's loving it. Boggles my brain. I don't know what's going on. And I love how it's just I saw the trailer, and the storyline is that the antagonist, the evil thing, is the forgetting, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, hey, don't forget about us at Disney. Don't forget about your favorite characters. You don't want the forgetting to win, do you? Everyone's got to remember. Everyone remember Elsa. Everyone remember the Little Mermaid. The forgetting. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Dreamlight's pretty good, though it's like a Stardew Animal Crossing, but with Disney characters from our childhood. Yeah. Oh, it's free on Game Pass? Yeah, I don't know. I watched some people streaming it for a bit, and because I was curious, but I do not get it. I do not get it. Hey, what am I doing? Start on. Let's see how far we get, because the more we get done, the faster we get to play some Monkey Island in tomorrow's stream. So let's start on the background stuff. I'm gonna turn this off, turn this off. Background, line art, borders. Here we go. Okay, first things first, let's do the sky. Okay, and then rooftop. Brown. Brown. Eh! Oh. House colors will be, I don't know. Probably more of a cream or something. Yeah. And then the window ledge, maybe another brown. Like, I don't want it to be too many contrasting colors. It's gonna be all faded in the background eventually, but just want something there. Sidewalk, yeah, kind of bluish gray, grayish blue. Door is probably the same as the window ledge. And the window, maybe a blue. Fence. Can you hear it whistling? That's the wind. I have a gap open in my window. Hope you can't hear it. If you can, I'll close the window. Also, Yoyoto, when did you work at Gameloft and when did you leave? Oh, good question. Yoyoto, when did I start? When did I leave? I think I started in... Actually, it's documented on the website. Jump over here for a quick second. Yeah, because I made a comic about it. First day. My first day. Wait. Oh wait, no, that is when I no. Hold on. Earlier than that. It's like a phone call comic. What was it? Ring Ring. There we go. 2011. Yeah. So this is me like, oops. I took on a full-time job. Don't have time for comics at the moment. Yeah, still adjusting. So basically in 2011 is when I started. And then I left 2015. Yeah. So 4 years. 2011, 2015. Also, hey Toast Cokes, play some Monkey Island. Gregory, is that a euphemism? What euphemism? That is what we're doing. We're gonna go get nuts, play some Monkey Island. It does sound a bit weird now, actually, now that I think about it. How was the job? Oh yeah, the job was the job at Gameloft was had its ups and downs. Definitely had its ups and downs. It was really cool in a lot of ways and really frustrating in a lot of other ways. The frustrating stuff mainly from design decisions from higher up. Every decision has to go through HQ in France and has to be approved by the top dog who does not play games. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of clashes when it came to like different design decisions, basically. Yeah. Like at one point, there was an email that was basically said, "We do not want any sort of, we don't want the player to have any sort of choice in the gameplay, or something like that. We don't want the player to have a choice in how they play, or something like that." And we thought, oh yeah, that's quite putting it quite bluntly there. Okay. What was it? My Little Pony? It started, well, my first game, oh man, I don't want to say it. Well, I started on this game called, actually, what was it called? It was like a Splinter Cell knockoff. Silent Ops. That was the first game. Silent Ops, like a third-person Splinter Cell knockoff. And I was hired as like a junior UI artist. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was told I was going to be working underneath like a senior UI artist. I thought, oh, thank goodness, someone who could tell me what to do. But then when I joined, they're like, nope, you're the only one. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. And so Silent Ops was the first game, and I think like 10 people bought it. It was horrible. We didn't have a QA team back then either. So as soon as you were done with your work, you were just given an iPhone or an iPad, and were told to just play this game to completion over and over again to see if it breaks anything. And yeah, and also the tools that they had. for the game was so terrible. Like I remember for Sound Ops, I literally for the UI literally had to just put all the buttons and let me bring it up. All the UI stuff onto like just a PNG sprite sheet, and then I had to. What did I do? I think I actually bring it to their own program and then just like select each item by hand or type it in even. Type in the pixels in a text file or something. I don't know. I can barely remember, but it was rough. It wasn't like Unity or Unreal or anything like that. Let's see. Let me find it. Silent Ops gameplay trailer. Yeah, so yeah, I did. Let's watch the gameplay trailer. Cool. Pause the music. Actually, hold on. The music back on, but hold on. Yeah. Okay. Game on. An invisible threat is near. I did all that. Three secret agents protect us. Cool gameplay. John Oakes. Oh my fucking god, this looks terrible as hell. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. Everybody's favorite character, John Oakes, and also introducing Yuri Sokolov. Oh god, and Nicole Loisio. This trailer is horrendous. The text, oh my fucking god. I mean, I know it's 2011, but goddamn. Help them to save the world. Help them to save the world? Cool slow motion scene. Whoa! Silent Ops. Available soon. iPhone, iPad, and Android. Not available anymore. I'm pretty sure they discontinued that pretty quick. But you can definitely see some of the parts I worked on here. So, oh my goodness. Paste. So I also, in addition to like the UI for the game, I also did some of the fake UI for the cinematics. Like this stuff. I don't know. I can't even remember what this is supposed to be. I think I tried to throw in some Easter eggs, but I can't remember what they are. Wait, did I do this? Oh, maybe I didn't. I honestly can't even remember. Did I do some of this? Maybe it wasn't that. It was definitely something. I did something. This looks so bad. But yeah, like the buttons and all the buttons and the icons and shit. Not good. And also, I did such a bad. Oh man, I did such a stupid amateur mistake as well. These buttons are literally they're not using like not interesting, but like efficient layering. Like it's not like I made one glass button and then the icons are separate. I'm pretty sure back then each thing was just like one layer. Glass, icon, boof, everything all in one. Boof, boof, boof. My god. Maybe there was some sort of technical reason for it. I can't remember now, but so horrendous. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any of that. The trailer is not. I think the trailer was done from a different studio. Awful, but AK snapshot. But anyways, it was just really bad. And to make it even worse. So they had a multiplayer as well. There was online multiplayer and Gameloft, classic Gameloft. You could buy grenades. You could buy grenades to use in multiplayer, and they were so lackluster. Like you throw a grenade and it just, and you actually paid money for this. Oh, the only reason why people it wasn't an uproar about it is because no one gave a shit about Silent Ops. But like, can you imagine if Call of Duty decided to start charging per grenade? And it wasn't even like to unlock grenades. It was like literally per grenade. Like you buy a pack of 5 grenades. So bad. And then I think they started selling like the golden gun or something like that. It was like basically cheats to use in multiplayer. The worst. Hey, Omega Laron. I did all the okay stuff, all the horrible crap with someone else. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Would you see? Can you see my name in the credits? Probably, but I don't think you'll be able to get your hands on the game. I don't think it's on the store anymore. It's not supported anymore. But anyway, after Silent Ops, then it was. I think there's a lot of projects that never even went anywhere. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say any of that, but basically, like, oh, fuck me. Okay, before I get back to work, there was one. Oh, this is actually the last thing. Screw this. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue this in tomorrow's stream. But man, I gotta mention this one more thing. I think I mentioned it before, but there was also like this children's like educational game thing that we were working on too. I'm not sure if it ever came out. I don't know. And it was like so children could play and answer questions, and they get stars and yada yada. It was just like answering questions and whatnot. But the ruthless thing is that at the end of the level, after answering questions, you get graded some stars, like 3 stars, but you couldn't get all 3 stars, even if you answered everything correctly, if you weren't paying for the premium or something like this. Like if you weren't a premium member, you couldn't get all 3 stars, even if you got everything correct. So it was something like that. I don't know. I don't know how long. I don't know if that stayed in the design for a long time or not, but it was definitely there for a while. And it's so horrible, especially when it's a children's educational game. Like, sorry, kid, your parents are not paying for premium, therefore you are still dumb, even if you have everything correct. Horrible. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of projects that didn't go anywhere. Man, one was a crazy project. I'm not going to say too much because I'm not sure if I'm allowed, yada yada, but it was like, think of The Witness meets Alice in Wonderland, like American McGee's Wonderland, meets Myst, and then like remove like 80% of the gameplay. And that was a game we were working on for a while. It was weird. It was really weird. And all 3D on an island or some shit. And on these old phones, the graphics are horrible. Oh man. That didn't go anywhere, but a lot of time was sunk into that. I forget what it was called. But yeah, then came... there's so many projects that never went anywhere. I had a friend who every project he was assigned on ended up getting canceled. Like it was almost like he was the bad luck omen. Like if my friend was assigned to your team, it was a bad sign. He just had this terrible track record of every project he works on being canceled in the end. And he had nothing on his portfolio to show for as well. That was the worst part. At the end of working at GameLab for so many years, he had nothing to show because it was all canceled. Oh man. But yeah. Anyways. Exocomics. It sounds like some sort of dystopian game that teaches kids that it's not enough to be good at something if you're also poor. Yeah, it's very progressive, very eye-opening game that they were designing there for sure. Your name is here in the credits. Oh snap! Let's have a look-see, huh, shall we? My name is in the credits. Silent Ops. Whoop. Dragged the wrong thing. What's this? Oh god, that icon just gave me PTSD. Where is my name? Yay! UI artist. Yay! Oh wow, look at all the stuff I worked on. I forgot some of this stuff. I totally forgot about some of these stuff. So here's my interesting list of credits here. So Silent Ops first, then we got Wonder Zoo, Animal and Dinosaur Rescue, My Little Pony, Magic Princess Quests. I've never heard of that name. Pastry Paradise, which is a cookie, what's it called? Candy Crush ripoff. Ice Age Adventures and Ice Age Avalanche. What the hell is this? Huh. Wait, they made this into a separate game? Oh, okay. I never even worked on this, but I guess because I worked on some of the stuff they used, I'm on the credits. Huh, I didn't realize. Oh, this looks so awful. Yuck. Wait, I didn't do any of this. What did I do? Huh. Can't remember. None of this is my stuff. This looks like the new theme. Oh god, this fucking Sid character. My god. Uh, working with a movie, you think? Oh, I don't know. Because I've only worked at Gameloft for a few years. That was like my only experience. But man, it's like, hey, you guys are working on Ice Age. You're gonna be in talks with the Ice Age studio, which doesn't exist anymore, Blue Sky, but at the time they did, and they just give you like a zip file of like 6 PNGs, like 3 of them are Sid, 3 of them are Manny, and a couple of Diego, and it's just like that one is like that one, and then there's just like 2 other poses or something, and I'm like, oh shit, how are we gonna stick the same PNG everywhere in this game? Like every time you talk to Sid, it's like, ugh, so bad, so bad. Just so dull and boring. What is this? Oh, this looks so awful. Oh, then they made a 3D version of it. That was kind of cool. I didn't do any of this. I'm surprised they even put my name on this thing. Huh. Anyway, let me look at the actual ones I did do. Let's see. So Wonder Zoo. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Wait, this loading screen. Jesus Christ. I still have nightmares about this. I have nightmares about working at Gameloft, working on a zoo game, like a new zoo game. And the dream's always the same. It's like I don't know what I'm doing, and it's like the end of the day, and I've just kind of killed time, and I'm trying to avoid my boss and producers and stuff from asking me what I've done today, and I'm just kind of bullshitting my way through. I have these dreams a lot. Let's see how I get next. There we go. Wonder Zoo. Why am I even in the credits for this one? I barely did anything here. I remember it did so poorly, like in development, that someone on the team like stayed up all night and redid the entire UI and overnight by himself, and the bosses liked it in the end. I mean, this was nothing. I had nothing to do with this. It wasn't that the UI was bad because of me. I didn't touch this. I think I worked on the coin. I think coin looks familiar. Shit, I don't know. But basically, you build a zoo and yada yada crap. Whatever. I didn't really work on this one. Next up, My Little Pony. Here we go. Awful. Awful stuff. Oh god. Russian version. Yeah, so this is okay. Okay, here we go. I was the lead UI artist on this one. Yeah. So yeah, I was the lead on the pony game. Pony game was easier to do because you saw the style of the show. These like 3D blocks is easier to do. The lines of wood, super easy. Nail, easy. Scroll thingy majiggy. My Little Pony was alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. This oh, it's all coming back to me now. The book I was pretty happy about. I don't know if you can't really see the book part, but hold on. The book. Anyway, the book. There's a book. You open the book. It's a pony book. It's got all the ponies in it, and as you turn the page, like the page is actually turned like in 3D. I was pretty stoked about that. I did that like it's a frame by frame animation. Not bad at all. And the bookmark has a number of quests you have. I think these are the quests, or there's a quest over here. I can't tell. I can't remember which corner the quests were. Oh man, look at this font! Ah, the Russian font is so horrible. Horrible font here. Yeah, I use like there's like a fan made version of the My Little Pony font that we used. Um, I don't. I guess we bought it from the person. I'm sure we did. I don't remember, but man, the Russian one looks terrible. I fucking hate these icons so much. Oh my god. Oh god. Awful. There's like every aspect of like a freemium game that you hate, like gems and wait timers and stuff. Like this game had it all. This game had it all. And one good thing about the Pony project is that, as opposed to Ice Age, they gave you a ton of stuff. Like they gave you a whole folder full of assets and curtains and balloons and a bunch of different things. Hey, I should put some music on. This is weird. It's quiet. And so I was just like using them as much as possible. Like, stick some curtains in there. Multiple curtains, and there's a room. Sweet. Next. Yeah, did that little thing. This one you can definitely tell. That was me. This thing here, this little banner, classic. Every time there's a party or something in one of my comics, I always do a little string, and then this banner thing. Easy. But yeah. Oh, here's that book I was telling you about. Here's that book. And you turn the page and it flips and stuff. But, oh god, this looks hot. Okay, not them. It wasn't great looking before, but with the Russian font, it's really just broken looking. Yikes. Oh, and then the quest log. Goddamn pony picture, and then you have to like flick all these different quests, and you have to have a button that says like go and then pay to skip. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, what's else? What else? Pastry Paradise. I didn't work too much on this one, but I did some cool things, I suppose. I worked on the... Oh, this is so vertical. I worked on the, what was it? The events count? Or the daily... What was it? The daily reward thing? I don't know how Game make money, because none of these games make any money. Well, they do make money, but like how? Like, no one likes these games. They're just worse versions of games you like. And show me this daily reward screen. But yeah, just completely soulless. Super soulless. I should just look at the gallery version. What am I doing? All right, they don't have it. No worries, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all crap anyway. Oh, what is this? Dry Erase Girl? 9-inch Snails? The downward spiral. Hey, spiral. Not bad. Very nice, Dry Erase Girl. 9-inch Snails. Perfect. I love the logo change as well. Very good. I want to slime you like a sea slug. Okay, whatever. And then I got Ice Age Adventure. Okay, okay. I know I'm really like just going on and on here about the good old days here, but good old days. But I will mention one more thing here. With Ice Age, there was a pretty cool design, I feel, that I came up with all by myself. It was pretty radical. I had to convince them to do it, but they liked it in the end. It was... Okay, it looks terrible, but the concept is cool. So basically, this Ice Age game, you build your village and you do quests and shit, yada yada yada. And it looks like this. And, oh, wait, oh, a little Jessica Pilot right here. Oh, wait. Oh, snap, this is from ages ago. Whoops. Hey, Jessica Powell, welcome back. More like Yuri Suckalot. That was from... Okay, that was from ages ago. That was from Silent Ops. So sorry to have delayed your joke for so long, Omega Leon. Now it makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, Yuri Sokolov. Sokolot. That's good. And here's a raid, Jessica Pilot. Thank you very much. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. Evil Subaru. Hello, hello. Snow Runner, eh? Oh, Snow Runner. Look at this! Look at this snow. So much snow. Hope you had a good stream. Okay, so anyways, you're looking top down on these like ice bits, and you're building whatever crap, and then you would scroll up, and then you'd have the horizon that looks like this. So like, think of your land being at the bottom there. You go up, and then the horizon, you can scroll horizontally, and those are all the different levels that you could like go into and harvest for stuff and do a quest or whatever. And then like the levels will look different, and you know, I thought it was kind of neat. I thought it was a pretty cool system. Could have looked better, but the idea was there. The idea was solid. But man, this also had problems as well. Like here's a problem. It's Ice Age, right? Everything is snowy, but HQ were insistent on making the habitats and stuff green because they thought like green looks nice. They want more grass. They're used to, you know, nice green My Little Pony stuff. So we had to add grass everywhere, and it just makes no goddamn sense. Why is there a patch of grass on an Arctic snowy peninsula thing? Yeah, I think I remember specifically for like the empty patches, especially like these are, you haven't built anything yet on these things, and I think originally it was just like some soil, you know, some rocks and whatever, and they were like, no, that looks ugly. Add some grassy fields. So just ugh, and then you couldn't just add straight up grass to ice because that looks really weird. So you had to add, like, you had to surround it with sand to have that transition a little bit. And now you just have weird, like, baseball fields peppered around the place. Oh, God. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. And then there's a bunch of different mini games as well. Oh, man, the Scrat Mini Runner as well. Man, I don't even know if I should be telling this stuff. I'm really dishing out all the dirt here, but whatever. I'm sure the statute of limitations have run out on me now, but the Scrat mini game, Jesus Christ. There was so much controversy with this thing here in development because originally it was pitched as like there's a scene in the movie where he's like falling or something. He's falling. He's chasing after the acorn. And the mini game was originally going to be like top down. He's falling, and it's going to be like, you know, that game where it's like triangles keep coming in, and you have to like avoid the things, and you have to spin it around and avoid the blocks and stuff. It was supposed to be like that, and we had it working like that. But they were super insistent, like, we don't want this. We want Scrat to run. We don't want him falling. We want him to run and make it look like a endless runner, like a temple run. And it got pretty heated because there was a lot of pushback, and then eventually the HQ was like, if we see that fucking falling Scrat one more time. And so yeah, it was out. It was gone. Now Scrat runs. Oh. Oh man, horrible. Look at that. Just floating UI elements. Oh man. Don't look good. But oh well. Whatever. And then, oh, that golden acorn. And the shell. They really didn't like that shell icon. The shell icon here. The pink one. I don't know if you can, in the middle. They didn't like that one because they didn't like that hole. They thought the hole was really dark and scary and evil looking. I mean, I guess I kind of get what they mean. I suppose. But, yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I get it, I guess. Oh well. And that golden acorn took forever to get right. They did not like so many versions of it. Anywho. But yeah, I think the biggest flaw was just the insistence on having grass in a game called Ice Age. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. And there's that fucking Sid. Hey! Okay. I think I'm pretty much done here. Super popular game apparently though. I gotta get out of here. No more. I feel like the more I look at this thing, I feel like I'm gonna just fall back into it and I have to like design a new battle pass system for Ice Age. I don't know. This game will still exist, they sure do. But the New Zealand studio closed down. Yeah. And loading artist game when? Loading artist game. I have no idea what a loading artist game would even be. I wouldn't have a clue. Isn't Cyanide Happiness, did they release that game yet? They had like a point and click adventure game. Is that out? I don't know. Would you ever want to work on another game ever? I do miss parts of working at Game Loft. I do miss parts of it. Like, it was cool because, you know, so many people working there were awesome. All my friends, you know. So, like, every day was like going back to seeing your friends for a day. So it was nice. So the only grievances, again, were like the higher up meddling with the design and stuff. But just the day-to-day stuff was great. And on Friday, you had drinks. You get like boxes of beers and ciders delivered to the studio. And some days we'd get pretty wild parties. And it was fun. But would I ever want to work on another game in the future? I don't know. It depends. I don't know. I do like my freedom at the moment with the comic stuff. I like having my own schedule and whatnot. So it'd be pretty jarring to have to go back to like a 9 to 5. I don't think I'd ever want to do that again. If I can help it. But yeah. But as far as like game development goes, I still like the idea of it. Even though I don't play many games myself, I like more the design part of it than the actual playing. As you can tell, when I'm playing Monkey Island, I'm like half my time is just focusing on, oh, it's kind of neat how they did that, and the UI there is quite clever how it moves from this side to that side, and yada yada. But all right. On that note, I am so super late for lunch, starving. So thank you very much for watching this comic stream, and we're going to be finishing the comic in tomorrow's stream and then jumping over to Monkey Island as soon as we're done. So have a good one, and we'll be doing a raid as well. So we'll be raiding someone. Not sure who yet, but we will be raiding someone. And nice try, Comic Code. Nice try. And I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Goodbye, farewell, and yeah, been nice. Been nice. I'm just kind of I'm stretching this out a little bit because I'm deciding on who to raid. But let's go with oh jeez. Ah jeez Louise. Who to raid? Oh gosh. Yeah, let's raid Exocomics. If only she streamed. If only she streamed. Looking at all the other. I'm seeing my own streamer. I'm seeing my own stream in the art category, and it's just me looking at a bunch of Ice Age screenshots. Oh lordy. Okay, I don't know. I'll decide on. I'll decide. Fuck it, we're doing it live. I'm just gonna end now. Goodbye, farewell, and see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Okay, Christ. Okay, who am I gonna raid? Oh God. Oh, the pressure is on.